in the labyrinth, something stirs, a creature of myth, power, and legend. Today, we're designing a Minotaur with a twist. Hey all, and in today's video, we're going to be taking this Minotaur design from sketch to final. So sit down, relax, get a sketchbook, and let's jump into the art. Okay, so when starting out, I always start with one of the most simplest things, right? And that's just a mannequin. I start off with these very rough, simple shapes. And with the Minotaur, the defining features are basically the head, right? And here I'm just trying to block it out, find the design, basically, because I don't just want to draw a ball man. I want to have a bit of a twist with this. I want to make it a bit my own, and that's what you should try to do as well when doing this kind of design. You have the creative freedom to just create what you want, you know. With this ball, with this Minotaur, I decided, you know what if I was to give him 4 arms? What would that look like? Would it be cool? Would it not? Let's see what happens. Is it gonna fail? Am I gonna fail? Maybe, but let's see how this goes with this rough sketch here. As you can see, I'm just roughing it out, and I decided to go, you know what, let's try and do 4 horns as well. Let's try and, you know, basically 4 arms, 4 horns. With the eyes, I did not change the eyes. For me, I find that as soon as you put more than one eye basically on each side, it starts to feel alien. So if you put 2 eyes on each side, for me, that's the creature starts to feel alien, the character starts to feel alien. And here you see I just had a big skip here, and we're just finalizing the rough and going into the armor now, right? We want to have a little bit of armor. I want it to feel a bit mythical, a bit gladiatorial, if that's even a word, who knows. I just make stuff up sometimes. And I decided, you know what, I was referencing horse armor, and I really love horse armor. I think it's so cool that we was able to create such things back then. And I saw this spike horn on the front of a horse head armor, or helmet even, and that's what I decided to go with. And I quickly roughed in the fur, and then I'm just gonna now go through and clean it up, right? I'm gonna do the clean line drawings, gonna make things a much clearer, improve the clarity of the design before heading into color and all of that. So here I decided to get rid of the 4 big horns and just have 2 big horns and then some smaller horns at the back. And of course, it wouldn't be a Minotaur without the ball ring in or through the nose. And as you can see with this design, I decided to go with a more beastly head, right? So you can tell it's a Minotaur, it's a bull, but I wanted to beastify it a bit more and not just have a bull head stuck to a human type anatomy. So I went with some pointy teeth, some canines, things like that inside of the mouth of the bull to make it more beastly. And if you're wondering how I did the chain, all right, the chain was very interesting. It just went past it there, but I used a special brush and then drew over the top of that. I tried to go with more expressive hands and more of an expressive stance or pose, instead of just having it posing there, you know, like a model. More like it's ready, it's getting ready to charge, it's looking at something that it wants to attack. It's got into a more of a sort of bracing stance and ready to push off with that back leg and advance towards whatever he's looking at. And just sorting out the belt here. Let me know in the comments, all right, what's your favorite mythical creature? I would love to know. Okay, so comment that below. And also comment down below how you would like me to continue with these kind of process videos. You know, is this too fast paced to fully, you know, get a grasp of the design and the process? Would you like it a bit longer, you know, 20 minutes or so? As I'm new to YouTube still, I'm trying to experiment with having a balance between education and entertainment, and finding that right length, right, how fast a process video like this can go, because obviously I can't do it in real time because this still took about 4.5 hours. So I don't think many of you are going to sit here for 4.5 hours and watch me draw. That's a long time. So just finishing off the weapon and the hands here. You know, like these kind of designs, this isn't sort of a portfolio design that I would spend a week on. You know, this is 4-5 hours, maybe 6 hours on a design during a day. Just so for you guys, really. And it's really fun for me to do these kind of designs and showcase them. And hopefully you learn something from watching this and listening to me. So here we're heading in and we're going to drop in some flat colors, okay? So I'm not going to do anything but add in flat colors. I did a scar under the eye and added some scars later on other parts of the body, just to show that those battle scars, you know, that storytelling element of that, even adding some damage to the axe. I didn't want to go heavy with the armor. I decided, you know, with the armor to keep it light, because this is a massive beast, you know, 7-8 foot tall. It's got thick skin and fur. It doesn't really need a lot of armor because he is the armor. So finished up with flat colors. I tried, so I was going to go with like this kind of gradient of a darker head and arms and then lighter as it goes down. I didn't like it. I decided to keep the fur basically the same color throughout. That was a personal choice. I just didn't like the look of it. It seemed a bit out of place. So here you go. I'm adding back in almost the same color. I did keep it slightly different, but overall the same. And with the loincloth, I wasn't going to go with a loincloth originally, and I thought I'll go with a loincloth. It looks more gladiator, it looks more interesting. And just finishing off those flat colors. To be honest with you, I'm not like an illustrator, right? I'm a concept artist, so I don't usually render things out fully. And this one I decided to experiment, try to render it out more and get rid of more of the line work. I'm not entirely happy with the final result, to be honest, of that. And I think I will probably just keep to more of flat colors with color variation and some shadows, maybe a couple highlights, but keeping most of the line work because it's just an aesthetic that I like. And yeah, I'm not entirely happy with the final render of this. You will see at the end. But this is what's great about, you know, art, is that you can look back and look at what you don't like, where you went wrong, and try to basically, I always analyze my designs at the end, and usually I always find things that I don't like. That's just the way art is. But that's how you improve, right? By finding those things, by discovering and analyzing your designs and your art and going, okay, I don't like that. Why don't I like that? And then figuring out and fixing that in the next piece of art or next design. But please comment down below if you're going to do a Minotaur design now. I really would love to see what you guys have to offer. You know, what you guys are going to create is going to be really cool. And let me know what your favorite mythical creature is, and give me some suggestions as well, by the way. You know, suggest down below what mythical creature would you like to see me do next, and you know, subscribe and hit that bell so that you actually don't miss that next video. I've got so many videos planned, it's unbelievable. You know, it's crazy. I'm going to be doing lots of game and movie characters and creatures, more sci-fi stuff as well. So if you're into that and you want to see like Master Chief, how to draw Master Chief, or T800, you know, or the Elite Sangheili from Halo, so many ideas, there's so much to do, and I'm really excited to keep creating these videos. So please do subscribe and hit a like, so that, you know, it does keep me more motivated to create these videos. But here we're coming towards the end, and just finishing off some of the final rendering, which again I'm not super happy with, but it's something to improve on in the next design. Again, if you enjoyed this and you learned something from the video, which I hope you did, please do subscribe and hit that bell notification, and give me some suggestions in the comments of what you would like to see next. And let me know if you're going to actually create your own Minotaur now. If this has inspired you or motivated you to create your own Minotaur design, which I hope it has. But if you enjoyed this video, you may also enjoy my Tau video, which you can find over on my YouTube channel. Yeah, thank you very much, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.